watched a movie last night. Lilya Forever is a Russian movie that I found because I saw a TikTok post and it was like, if you love the movie 13, then you'll like the movie Lilya Forever. So I was like, okay, let's put it on. You guys, this movie is so heartbreaking and so gut-wrenching. It's my God. So Lilya, I'm gonna mess up her name. Sorry, Lilya Forever follows a 16-year-old girl who is super excited because she's moving to America with her mother and her mother's boyfriend, and she's going to get out of the slums, the ghettos of Russia. And she's super excited. She's telling everybody, she's giving her stuff away. She's like, I don't need this anymore because America has it better. And then one day, her mom is like, I'm pretty sure it was like the day of they're supposed to move. Her mom is like, actually, me and my boyfriend are going to go to America. You, my 16-year-old child, you're going to stay here and I'll send for you. And it breaks Lilya's heart. Every single adult that you see in this movie sucks. They do not help Lilya in the slightest, and they all know that she was abandoned by her mother. Her teacher makes fun of her because Lilya was like, yeah, I'm going to America, I don't need to take this test. And then the next day she comes to class and she's like, well, what are you doing here? I thought you were so big and bad. Her aunt cons her out of her apartment that she was staying in, and she has to go live in this bachelor apartment that has no kitchen, hardly any running water, and her ass moves into her nice apartment. What else? Who else? The social worker doesn't do anything to help her except for be like, hey, have you heard from your mother? And Lilya's like, no, I haven't. And they're like, oh, that sucks. Well, good luck to you. It's just mind-blowing how nobody helps Lilya. And so the only way that Lilya can survive is one of her friends is a sex worker, and she does it on the low because, again, they're 16. So, of course, like, you're not supposed to let anybody know. But that was the only way that Lilya could make money. So the girl was just like, just try it out. And, of course, she got big bucks for that. And so she's like, oh, well, what's the big deal? I'll just do this sex work so that I could eat. And everyone lets Lilya down in this movie, and it's really sad, except for this little boy. And he's so little. He looks like he's 9 or 10 years old. I don't know, but I think he's supposed to be like maybe 14, 13. He's supposed to be younger than Lilya. He has like the biggest crush on Lilya. He was super sad when she was going to move to America, and now he's like super excited that she stayed. But he has a tragic background too. Like, he comes from an abusive home with like an alcoholic dad who keeps kicking him out on the street. And so Lilya's like, you can stay with me on the couch, and they have like this trauma bond together. And it's just the cutest thing ever, because like, you just think that they have no hopes, but they have each other kind of thing. Mwah. Impeccable chemistry. Lilya makes all the wrong decisions in this movie, and you get so frustrated because you're like, no, girl, don't do that. But then you have to remember she's 16 and she doesn't know any better because she doesn't have anybody in her life telling her what the proper way to do things. And so you see her making all these wrong decisions, but she is so happy with the outcomes of the decisions because she doesn't know any better, and it's just devastating. So Lilya ends up trusting this older boy. I don't know how old he's supposed to be. He looks older for sure. I want to say he's probably in his 20s. He's probably supposed to be like a college age boy. But of course, like, he's nice to her. And he's probably the first adult figure that is nice to Lilya, and so Lilya is immediately like attracted to it, adheres to it. He's nice to her. He doesn't want to have sex for her. He offers her a ride home so she doesn't have to walk through these dangerous slums to get to home. And then he's like, oh, I don't want anything, I'm just gonna drop you off. And she's like, what? So she's drawn to it because it's like, wow, somebody who's attractive and older than me is showing me attention, feeding me, giving me comfort. She's smitten with this kid and trusts every word he says, unfortunately. But that little homeboy, that little 13-year-old boy, he knows what's up. He's like, something in the milk ain't clean, Lilya. And she's like, what do you know? You don't know anything. You're just a little kid. And he's like, I don't know. Like, this guy's, something don't smell right. And it's this guy. And so, of course, she's not listening to it because, again, this is the first adult figure that's been showing her attention and care and love or whatever. So she's like, well, you don't know anything, what do you know? And of course the little boy was right. And the to not spoil it, this movie came out in 2002, but not to spoil it, the boy ends up trapping her and sex trafficking her, and then the rest of the movie is you seeing her surviving it. And it's just like so sad because not only do we follow Lilya, not only do we follow her, but we also follow, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. I think it's like Voldemort, because if I'm going to say it, I'm going to say Voldemort. Volodya is the little boy's name. We follow Lilya and her experience over here, and then we follow Volodya and his experience over here. And it's just so tragic because, again, together they were safe and happy and warm. Separately, their lives are just full of destruction and sadness. And it's just, you guys have to see it. I don't want to spoil it, but y'all, anymore, I'm afraid I'm going to give it away. But this movie was just really good. There were ups. There were some ups in this movie, but they immediately came crashing down, which was so sad. But it was just such a rich story, and the acting was really great, and the dialogue between every character was just very authentic and realistic. And mind you, it's subtitled because I don't speak Russian, so I'm sure like I'm missing out a bunch of the dialogue. But just what's given to us in the subtitles was just gut wrenching and so sad. And it's such a beautiful relationship that Lilja and the little boy have together, and the way that they have each other's backs, because it starts out with like, oh, you're just an annoying little pest, get away from me. But it's like, no, I have a crush on you, to like, I don't want to be away from you because you're my safe space and you're the only person I trust, to like that literally like being torn apart. You guys, go see it. It's on YouTube with captions, like I've mentioned. Let me know what you guys think. If you seen it before, are you gonna watch it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you think about it. It's definitely like, if you like these like trauma bonding movies, or if you like troubled youth movies, like 13 is, it's where I got the whatever. I talk so much. Go watch the movie and let me know what you think. Okay, bye.